What's the worst thing a teacher ever told you? I was in preschool and lunch had just finished up when suddenly my teacher's voice interrupted the whole classroom. Everyone leave the room now, I need to talk with Omar alone. Everyone's eyes darted towards me, and the second that room was empty, Ms. Harper approached me with this angry look in her eyes. She sighed deeply, shaking her head a little. Omar, she began slowly, you know that Arabic praying you do before you eat your food? It's not okay to do that here. I blinked, extremely confused. Why not? My mom and dad taught me. She frowned. That doesn't matter. We speak English here. Your prayers in Arabic make me and all your other classmates uncomfortable. This is America, not Arabia. I didn't fully understand what she meant, but her words made me feel small. I went home upset, not knowing what I'd done wrong. When my parents asked what was bothering me, I hesitated at first. Eventually, I told them quietly about what Ms. Harper said. Their faces turned serious, and they exchanged a long look. Don't worry, my dad said calmly, placing a hand on my shoulder. We'll talk to your teacher. The next day, my parents met with Ms. Harper and the principal. I sat in the hallway, nervously wondering what they were saying inside. After what felt like forever, my parents came out looking upset and disappointed. My mom's eyes were watery, and my dad's jaw was clenched tight. In the car, my dad explained softly, trying to keep his voice steady. The principal agrees with Ms. Harper. He said praying in Arabic might confuse the other kids. I felt sick hearing that, a strange heaviness settling inside me. From then on, going to school felt different. Ms. Harper watched me closely, especially during lunchtime. I tried to sneak quick prayers in, but every time I did, she'd take me outside to talk. She said my kind had caused a lot of damage here in America, and if I prayed one more time, she'd be forced to take disciplinary measures. I remember feeling terrified, like I was a terrible person for being Arabic. I went home that day and asked my parents if it was true we were making America a worse country, because that's what Ms. Harper said, and my parents absolutely freaked out. From that point on, they started keeping careful notes of everything Ms. Harper said and did, quietly gathering evidence of her unfair treatment. One afternoon, I overheard them talking quietly in the kitchen. Enough is enough, my dad said firmly. I'm taking this to the school board. A few days later, they met with district officials, bringing all the notes they'd kept, and the school board, unlike our principal, was extremely shocked. The tension at school grew noticeable very fast. Ms. Harper seemed more nervous than ever, avoiding my eyes in class and even looking the other way when I said a quick prayer. A couple of weeks later, my parents were called back to the principal's office. I again sat outside, but this time when they came out, my mom smiled softly. Omar, things will get better now, she promised quietly. Turns out, the school had decided Ms. Harper wouldn't teach at our school anymore. She had to be let go, and not just because of me, but because other parents had come forward too. Despite being white, they were disgusted with what Ms. Harper was telling me, and many of them reached out to personally apologize to my parents for not noticing anything or speaking up sooner. The next teacher we got was a lot kinder, a lot more inclusive, and she made me feel genuinely welcome in her classroom.